Sunday. Happy Sunday. Ooh, get this right. Happy Sunday. I have a question. What do you know about conscious leadership? And a follow up question. Have you ever grown your consciousness? I will explain why I talk about conscious leadership, and not just in the professional world, but also in the private arena. And I had a very strong desire to talk about consciousness because it is a muscle that I unconsciously choose to grow over the last 6 years. It started unconsciously, now I'm very conscious about growing that muscle. It is a technique that will take you really, really far, and it will take you to a different level of life if you're committed to grow and to become a different version or a better version of yourself. I want to start out with my story. Conscious leadership, how I used it. 2016, I reached out to various coaches to do this due diligence and find the right match, because there's so much wanted to elevate my consultancy business. At that point in time, I was an executive advisor. And I wanted to have someone on board who could help me scale my company so I didn't have to go as a broker's rich cow. And as I was working with my coach, I got to understand that I can only grow to the level of my conscious awareness. I had absolutely no idea what that meant. Nobody had ever introduced me to consciousness living. Nobody had ever introduced me to conscious leadership. It was indeed a very new technique for me. And as I peeled the onion, that was actually myself, peeling all the layers where my professional Camilla, and then as you peel the onion, you come to your authentic self, the authentic Camilla, who was afraid, who feared the future, who was stuck in a relationship that didn't serve her. It was me. And because I was really scared, I lived in a relationship that didn't serve me, and it affected my mental health, how I showed up in my social arena, and how I showed up at work. See, I didn't know that. But I had this amazing coach, and I was the student here, right? And I had the amazing teacher, student. I was the amazing student, but I had this amazing case that I wanted to grow my company. But we ended up somewhere completely different. And I started slowly to understand what consciousness really is. And I took various assessments to measure my energy. Energy is really about how happy you are, how content you are, how fulfilled in life you are. The more fulfilled in life you are, the more beautiful things you see in challenging situations, the more in flow you are, and the happier person you are, and the more conscious living you will do. And as I started understanding that technique, suddenly I got one breakthrough after the other. And I realized that me being stuck in a relationship that didn't serve me I don't know what we say in English, say shh to my daughter, say don't do that, because we may upset daddy, don't do that. That was not, I didn't do that with, I was very subconscious doing that, but I was very unconscious about the effect it created. And then I started working on myself. Obviously, a great coach goes through the transformation in order to pave the way for clients to say, what is the fast track to become a better version of yourself? And I now really understand conscious leadership and consciousness. The more conscious you are about the thoughts that you think, the feelings that you then create because of this thought, and then the actions, the more it affects or supports your success. And the more you train that muscle of reading yourself in the moment, the fewer times you will feel challenged, the more times you will feel that when a curveball is coming your way, you can smash it the right way, right? What I mean by that is that when a challenge comes up, then you can read yourself in the moment and you can very, very quickly adjust your thoughts and your feelings and your action so that you don't create any drama with however you show up. And that is the secret key to successful living. What is successful living? Conscious living, more success, more time, more joy, more freedom. I go live talking about this because this is so essential if you want to level up, if you want to become more successful. Working hard, adding more hours into your work, right? Without working on yourself, that is a really hard way to more success. What you want to choose instead, and I really suggest this to you, is to start working on yourself to grow your consciousness, to conscious awareness. Yes, I know you may, if you're still with me, you may feel challenged, you may feel pushed. But to me, that tells me that actually you have already started your consciousness journey, or your journey of become more conscious aware, because something is triggering inside you. Maybe you know deep down that how you show up today is not really how you want to show up. Or maybe you're at that stage where I was once, where my self-image was not in alignment of how I showed up. And you see, the reason why I share this with you is that not only have I finished a mastermind group this first day and they smashed it. I am so proud of them. I am so proud of their commitment to grow. I know this is not for everyone. This is only for those who are willing to become a better version of themselves, to really lead the authentic way and the consciousness way. And first day, when we were closing this series of leadership masterminds, they were like coaches. They could pick up on energy, on language, and they could support each other, and they could reflect, hey, when we first connected, you were so angry. I could feel the energy. And now you're shining and you're broadcasting an energy that I feel so inclusive in, right? And they cherished on each other. That is consciousness. That is conscious leadership. You can only get to that level if you work on yourself and you do the work, if you grow your consciousness. And the reason why I share this is that I have over the last couple of weeks had various conversations with leaders in the pharmaceutical industry who believe and think that they are conscious aware. The thing is that if you're conscious aware, they wouldn't use negative language. They wouldn't judge me. I know that something, I triggered something in them. But great leaders, we don't judge. We know that it comes from within, what is triggering us. And that is the whole hype and vibe about conscious leadership. So if you are ready to level up, if you're ready to achieve more freedom, more success, more joy in life, 2023, you want to grow your consciousness, right? If you are in change management, if you are in transformation, if you're leading teams and you need teams, if you need people to support you in order to become more successful, I suggest you begin your consciousness journey today. If you're with me, you have already started, and I am applauding you. I'm cheering on you. I'm celebrating you, because that is the very first step to be more conscious aware. And I guarantee the more conscious aware you become, you will skyrocket and you will become more successful faster than you had ever experienced. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, DM me, because this is really essential for you in order for you to level up. If you're really, really ready and prepared to level up. I know it's not for everyone, and that is fine. And I just want to thank you for tuning in. My name is Camilla Kalberg. I'm the founder, CEO of Kalberg Coaching, where we help executives and business professionals like you level up and become more successful without harder work, and actually the very easy and simple way. If this speaks to you, I would be delighted to support you. And I have a exclusive mastermind program that starts on October the 26th. I call it the Leadership Voice. The Leadership Voice starts from within, and then we help you how to broadcast your talk. If this speaks to you, DM me right now. It only is 5 weeks. We finish end of November. So you're really ready also for Christmas time to celebrate. I promise you that if you're prepared and you're willing, committed to do the work that I ask you to do, you will level up in only 5 weeks, and not just in 5 weeks. You will get your first breakthrough about week 2 if you're committed to do the exercises that I ask you to do. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate all the comments and feedback that you sent me. And remember, if you want to join the mastermind program, now it's time to DM me. I have 10 seats. I have a wait list by 50 people by now. If you want, DM me. The application starts tomorrow. There is an application process. I'll be very conscious to pick those people who are really, really committed. And it is a first serve basis. So make sure that you send me your DM as soon as you can, and I will make sure that you get considered. And here's my email. Right? Remember to tune in, apply, DM me for more program information. I look forward to connecting with you again soon, and I look forward to supporting you on your journey.